Children, please be careful what you want. It might just be really let you down. Many people are in the wrong, pretending that they happy when they don't. What's the life of really doesn't mean everything is not what it says.
Just adjusting the camera. Hello to anyone that is tuning in right now. Just making some small adjustments. Hey, Jasmine. Drop them links, sis. Want to make sure y'all can see real good. Selena, welcome. Kim Brown. You my cousin now, sis. Kim Brio is in the house. I'm just sharing this up real quick. Y'all make sure y'all drop those links, okay? I'm promoting y'all tonight. This is about you. Kim, I'm sharing this to the media conglomerate already. Dropping it on all the pages here. If you're enjoying this song, this is Glitter by Not Them. This is off their new album. Make sure that you have that glass of wine ready. We having fun tonight. Gary P is in the building. Carrie, Brian Hill, welcome. Trying to get these comments going. Gary said he got Jameson. Okay, turn up then. I'm gonna give me a little bit of Douce. You can't do wine, Gary. Why you can't do the wine, sir? What's really going on? Happy Thursday, everybody. Happy Thursday. It is your girl, MzMetchi. I'm back. It's another Blueprint Thursdays. Today kicks off Takeover Thursdays. I have my other two people that are a part of that, my friends, my woes. Kim Brio, she's going to be coming right after me at 8 p.m. tonight with the Black Quarantine Report. Make sure that you all watch that. Kim, if you're still watching with me, make sure you drop that information. And then right afterwards, my bro, my mentor, Gary P is going to be DJing. So, I don't know if he giving y'all hip hop, reggae, slow jams, oldies, but you gonna bop your head, you gonna tune, you gonna dance all night, okay? If you haven't already, make sure that you're following the Blueprint Media Company on both Facebook as well as Instagram, okay? Y'all make sure y'all share it up, do all that other stuff. How y'all doing today? Like, let me know what's going on in the comments. How we feeling? I see everybody that filled up their cup where I'm having my wine. This is another rosé. So I'm really excited about that, okay? Because, who doesn't love a good rosé? What's going on? Let me see. Let me head here. We got Nina Ross. Nina, please drop the information to Whip. I'm promoting you all tonight. So if you have a business, even if you don't have a business, and it's your friend or your cousin or your mama or whoever, go ahead and drop the link so that we can support them. I try to do some shout outs after the show to just kind of, like say, hey, this is my thank you for everyone that tuned in, so people can check you out and do what you need to do. Let's see. Gary, he said hip hop and a little bit of house music and reggae tonight. I'm so happy. So happy. Nikki Bond just joined. Nikki, drop that link again so that everyone can connect with you. She's definitely a good person to have in your corner. Absolutely love her. So Nikki, thank you so much for tuning in. tonight's topic is going to be pretty simple. I've been seeing a lot of different trends as far as conversations that I really want to like jump into with you all tonight. So I want to know, like, are y'all chilling during the pandemic if you're at home and you're sheltering in place, or are you doing all of these different things and just kind of like manifesting some things? I want to know what you're doing right now. I feel like I've just been seeing a lot of different conversation on, no, you shouldn't be doing this, or you should, I want to know. Are we chilling? Are we being productive? What is it that you are doing right now? We got to have a way as far as that's concerned. Definitely playing some more music from local artists. Okay, so I want you all to, drop some thumbs up, give me some feedback. And Kim trying to hop into the topic already. We're not going to do that, ma'am. Not quite yet. So, I'm just so happy that you all are joining. Let's go ahead. We're going to get into a little bit of music tonight. We're going to do this Van Gogh by YBC the Nerd. So, let me know, yay, nay, what y'all feeling tonight?
We told you. Class was also.
My feet up and I'm laid back, my Demossiers and my Van Goghs. Ain't that the way the song goes? 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 Ain't that the way the song goes?
Trying to get back to some of y'all comments on here.
My feet up and I'm laid back, my Demossiers and my Van Goghs. Ain't that the way the song goes? Ain't that the way the song goes? Ain't that the way the song goes?
Everyone, if you're just tuning in, make sure that you drop those business links. I'm going to tell y'all about 100 times until I see some links drop.
Laying lost like a paved road, that smooth ride for a heavy load. We eating good, I can play the gold. My team only we super.
I feel like I need to go get my due so I can get on Gary level. Gary said he gotta be lit by for 9 p.m. Agreed. Candace, thank you so much for joining. Lauren, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining the live. And Lauren, I'm gonna connect with you, girl. I know you like what's going on. Don't get me. Kim said, I ain't heard you play a bad song yet. All the artists that I play, they are literally on my playlist. Like, I love them. I play them personally. It gets very, very real. I'm chilling and watching my stock, watching the entertainment industry collapse on it. Oh my goodness. Not too long, streaming will be the way in the world. Gary, you're so right. I've been watching my stocks and they have been doing a dance. They've been going up, going down. And it's too much. I'm like, y'all making my little heart beat. I don't like all of that. Y'all making my heart beat too much. I hope y'all having a good day though. So look, I gotta ask y'all, it's Thursday. What's the dinner? I know y'all gonna be eating some dinner after this. It's gonna be a salad for me, dog. Shauna just joined. Hey, Shauna. Hey, Jasmine. Yes, Gary, my heart is broken about that. Like, I'm like, I can't take this. These are my little dollars. What's going on? Finally caught you live. Yes, Jasmine. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, Lauren, it raises my blood pressure too. I'll be like this. I'm like, am I going to lose money or no? I need to keep it together. Kim says she's ordering ratchet food. Ma'am, what is ratchet food? Help me understand. Latoya just joined. Everyone that's just joining the live, please make sure that you drop the links to your business. Like, I understand you may not stay the whole time. That's okay. I'm not even tripping off that. But drop your business links because I just want to do a special ode and shout out to you for joining the conversation tonight. It's really good. I got another 2 what would you do's because I feel like y'all like 2 of them. Y'all like both of them. This is Cosmos by Stephon Diggs, y'all. I like the beat. This makes me wanna.
Like hey, give me balance. Help you explore your talent. Help you explore my talent.
Let's see, Jasmine says she making baked chicken, rice, and veggies. Okay, girl. I like that. That's very healthy. Keeping it together because we have to be healthy during this time. That's why I'm getting a salad and not the 6-piece from Harold's that I want. I'm doing the 30-day shred with Create Your World, okay? Absolutely love her and her program. I've been doing the detox waters and everything, and I like it because I can still have my wine. I can still, lead a normal life, and it's not like a hardcore, oh, you gotta buckle down and only eat one string bean a day. I'm actually able to eat and enjoy myself. So it's absolutely great. So, let me go ahead. I'm going to drop that in. I'm going to tag Create Your World. So you all go and check that out. Go check that out. Get your detox waters because for one, they're the bomb. And she always has some really good deals on the actual detox waters. So you can go and probably get like 2 for $25 or 5 for $25 or something like that. Don't give me the line about the sales prices though. Just go look. Definitely. Y'all feeling this, Cosmos? You got a yay or nay? So Shauna says she working on her business and cutting people out of my life. Girl, you cutting them out? What's going on? Let me know if we need to talk about it, girl. Y'all, the plug just hopped in. Y'all say hey to Miss Aisha, okay? That's my girl. Shout out to Fluent Radio. We got a lot of people they representing on here tonight. Let's get it. Definitely. We got Rochelle checking in with RY. Make sure y'all dropping those links. Shauna, they not able to come to the next level, and that's the thing. As you are reaching higher, you're going to lose some people along the way. I'm learning it. It's a hard pill to swallow, but it is what it is. We're going to go ahead and keep it moving now. That was Cosmos by Stefan Days. Y'all make sure you can download him on all the platforms as well as YBC the Nerd, okay? Right now, what we're going to do, we're going to hop right into the Hated It's for tonight. Sis, I love you too. Aisha, y'all make sure y'all check her out. That's the plug, okay? She has her show. It belongs to multiple groups. She's absolutely awesome. So shout out to her. Everyone that's on this live with me right now, really, really appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and hop into our first segment tonight. First Hated It. What was up with that house party that they threw? What was going on with that? That big house party that happened on they didn't know if it was the east side, the west side, north side, south side. They didn't know where it was, but I think that they ultimately ended up finding out that it was on the west side of Chicago. And it got to TMZ, and it was all over the news. What was up with that? Did you all see that? Hey, Lady Fluent checking in from Fluent Radio. Shout out to my Fluent Radio family. We also got Gary P here from Support District Radio Network. Y'all know that's my original set. Got a shout out to them. But yeah, let's get into it. Did anyone see the video that was posted by Tink Purcell where she looks like was coming down a set of stairs and there was a concert hall full of people, it felt like? I was a little bit taken aback by that, but I'm like, I saw it and I was just like, man, here it is. Our city is out here trying to fight for us so that we can stay alive and have a good life and be safe. And then they go and have a group gathering to that magnitude. Don't get me wrong, I miss my friends, I miss my family. I miss being able to go out and, go have a cocktail, go and engage and get some food and do all that other stuff, but not to the extent that I'm going to go to a party that's full like that there was no mask. They wasn't screening nobody and taking no temperatures. So let's just be real. Let me read a couple comments here. Lauren said craziness. People need to sit down. I agree. The boy who threw the party's mom didn't even know he threw it. His mom worked a 24-hour and he took advantage of that. Wow. Yes, it was crazy, Aisha. I mean, I my whole thing is just like, we can wait. If we sit at home and this is the thing. It's not really a guarantee that we're going to be able to get out. Let's just be honest. It's not a guarantee that we're going to be able to get out to really enjoy our full summer. But I think that if we really exercise like those stay-at-homes and do what we need to do, we can at least try to get the ball rolling so that we can have some type of summer. Because the reality of the situation is that situations like this, it's going to repeat itself when the fall time comes. There's no way around that. Kim said that that's ridiculous. He claims he didn't know it was that bad. He did say that. And I feel like to a certain extent there was some sincerity as far as that was concerned. But I don't know. Malika, thank you so much for dropping your link. Thank you for jumping in and joining the conversation. Yeah, Aisha, I agree. They need to be home and they need to be safe. It's just, it's getting to a point where it's like, okay, you know, we all want to go outside. I would love to go and just have a good old barbecue at this point. I'm like, let's barbecue. Let's have some cocktails. Let's do what we need to do. Now is not the time for that. And then, you know, another one of the things along with this particular holiday was the guy that interviewed the gentleman that threw the party. I felt like he was kind of asking some questions that I'm like, I'm a little uncomfortable with this. What's really going on at this point? Didn't really understand why he asked him. He's like, oh, do you own the house? Like, he was just asking him some questions that normally I feel like people that do interviews, it was very intrusive. Even though the guy was wrong, he definitely deserved to have some type of, I'm not going to say ridicule because that's too hard of a word, but he needed some type of knowledge in regards to that. You know, like, hey, these are the things that you do. These are the things that you don't do. Amanda Wynn is checking in. Hey, shout out to Support District Radio. Okay, I absolutely love them. That's family right there. Thank you all for joining. Make sure that you all are dropping the links to your businesses. I'm going to say it to like 100 times. Okay, this is so I can shout you out afterwards. So make sure that you are doing that. Hi, Armand. I have not seen him since college. So he's joining the party, joining the conversation. Hope that you're doing well. We're talking about that house party that they threw out west. What's y'all thoughts on that? Because I know y'all got something to say. Nikki Vaughn said, girl, that was a PR stunt. Ford was clout chasing. I can agree with that as far as that's concerned. And everybody is dropping their links. I appreciate that. It helps me so I can be able to go back and show y'all some love. But, you know, we need to not work against the city right now. We need to work with them as far as getting everything to some type of space of normalcy. So let's go ahead. We need to stay in the house. Y'all stop it. Okay. This is getting to be a little bit too much. Everybody wants to go out. Everyone wants to go out. Okay. I'm going to get into my next hated it. You know, we won't dwell on that one for too long. So you all know that I like to talk and, you know, give you a little bit about the trending topics that I see. Okay. Hold on. Nikki Mon said his mother's a firefighter who owned the home. Yes. And she needed to get that together. Mr. Fluent is in the house. Shout out to Fluent Radio. I ain't got the sound effects, y'all, but I can do it. I can do it. I think I did it good. Flames, heat, all of that. So another topic that I've been seeing amongst a lot of my business groups and just up and down my timeline is a lot of people talking about like people copying their work, y'all. Like I would say within the last like 3 to 4 days, I've definitely been seeing an influx of posts and different things about it. And I just feel like, you know, we gonna touch on this and, you know, we're not gonna dwell on it too long because this is the thing. They say that imitation is the highest form of flattery, while you have some people that feel like imitation is the highest form of disrespect. You know, all that I will say on the topic is that, you know, people that are creatives, my creatives that are on the timeline and people that, you know, they help other people to create content or whatever the case is. We just have to be mindful to stay within our creativeness and being original in the things that we do. You know, I find myself very inspired. Like I posted a story yesterday and it said, you know, be inspired, but don't copy. And it's just like, you know, cause I felt like, I was like, damn, you know, everybody is talking about this. I you know, want to kind of put my little 2 cents in, dabble it a little bit. But I just feel like, I find things that I'm inspired by. Like, I just recently launched my personal brand. And, in doing that, I'm just like, who are the people that I look up to as far as like how they run their personal brand and what it is that they do, and how can I, like get my stuff to the level where it looks good and it's a feel good type of thing, and people will want to work with me if they see, these things. So I found myself looking at people like Tyra Banks and, just like just the people, the black women that I've seen that, are prominent in the field and doing what they need to do. I look, but I'm just like, I'm not going to go and copy the exact thing as far as their stuff is concerned, but I did let it inspire me so that I can go and create my site, which y'all visit MzMetchi.com, MzMetchi.com. Okay. Yes. Yes. So Nikki, she said, girl, who's stealing what? So just creative work, or like just people will try to copy styles or just your content, different things that you're doing. And we see this on like a local level to like a celebrity level, whatever the case is. Like, y'all see it. This is the thing. Do you stay in your lane? Like, Kim, my girl Kim Brio, she said that on the interview that we were on. We stay in our lanes. And when you do that and you're worried about what you have going on, it doesn't matter what somebody else is doing. It doesn't matter if they are, duplicating things. None of that is a concern to you, because you are staying in your lane. You have your tunnel vision and you're focused on yourself and your dreams, period. Gary said, I welcome it. I stay getting copied. Dr. Shaniqua, hey, thank you for checking in, ma'am. Thank you for checking in. Y'all make sure y'all follow Purple Path with Dr. Jones. So yeah, if you're just joining the conversation, that's what we're talking about. What God has for you, and I don't know y'all spiritual backgrounds or whatever the case is, so we just gonna say whatever your higher being has for you, no one can take away from your calling. So if you find yourself being a person that is, you may be imitating some things from somebody else or whatever the case is, hey, keep learning, keep growing. If you're on the opposite side of that, keep learning and keep growing and stay in your lane. Y'all know me, we don't harp on too much stuff like that. So it's just like, you gotta love those people because they love what it is that you're doing. So you love them and you keep it moving. It's just like, hey, what's for you, it's gonna be for you. So we're gonna go ahead, let's get into, let's see, what we feeling like today. We're gonna pump it up. I think that I want to hear some Voodoo by Shy Bliss. Shout out to Shy Bliss. He is on Soul 106.3 and 92.3, and he is the CEO at My Radio Chicago. So y'all make sure y'all download this on your playlist. I'm about to jump in on this conversation. I'm about to hop in on these comments, y'all. Did this appeal like it's voodoo? Voodoo, like magic, voodoo, spiritual. Hey, DJ MH to this on here. You DJing tonight, sir? You gotta go after Gary. MH to the, we need you to be a part of the Takeover Thursdays too. I'm looking directly at the camera. Now make sure y'all go get y'all a cocktail. Just follow my name. Pipe like kale. Thank God I'm not in the cell. Bought my music for sale. That's right, Dr. Shaniqua. She said allow God to use you in a way that you will shine. Absolutely. Nikki said instead of stealing, ask that person to mentor you. Absolutely. There are some women that I admire. Absolutely admire. And I know with them, you got to step to certain people right, because it's like everybody got different budgets, they got different things that they offer. You step to those people the right way. Get some help. I'm not trying to bite. I'm like, sis, show me the way, because I ain't been there before. But you have. So help us sis out. Definitely. Let's see, Jasmine said, if God didn't give you the vision, don't expect it to prosper. Figure out what you were created to do and stay off bandwagon. You gotta do you. That's what it come down to. You have to do you. Hey, Ida. Y'all, she is a bomb makeup artist. Y'all make sure that y'all check her out. Either drop the information on how they can book you for some makeup, girl. Everybody, if you're just tuning in, drop your businesses. I'm promoting you all tonight throughout the show. Very excited to do that. So Let's make sure we get it. These what would you do's I got for y'all tonight. Did y'all see the blinks? They real critical. Malika said, people are not so freely with giving information. I would love a mentor. Me too. I did find that, originally, kind of coming into business when I started on like the event side, people don't want to help you out with vendors. They don't want to help you out with certain things, but we have to do our due diligence as far as making sure that we do the research and stuff. So like, even if nobody will personally give you the information, we just have to, do the research and do everything and maybe not like launch certain concepts until you have it fully figured out. I found that that's what's worked for me. Like a lot of things I did have to learn on my own and have to experience on my own, because it's just like, okay, well, if y'all ain't gonna help me, that don't mean it, just because you don't help don't mean it's gonna stop the goal. It's just gonna take a little bit longer, Let's see. Aisha said, I got some great mentors in this world. It's a blessing when you do have that. Just who is leaving this big meme on here? They ain't nobody but Whitney. Girl, hilarious. Let me see. Everybody. Wendy is in the house. Potty girl. Everybody. DJ MH should have said, I have some of the best mentors ever. And you know what? I have some now. I have people that I can definitely look towards now. But when you're first kind of jumping into things, it could get a little bit crazy. But I totally do you. That is the thing that I'm going to say all the time. So if it comes to, copying or whatever the case is, it don't matter. Like whatever it is that you are doing for you, when it's your calling and that was the divine thing that was put on your life, it don't matter what nobody else do. Because guess what? That vision was aligned strictly for you. I know my vision of where I see things going. And as I go on a day-to-day basis, I'm guided. God he continues to order my steps. And like I said, you ain't even got to be religious. You could be, whatever it is that you need to be, believe in whoever you believe in. But it's just like, hey, look, everything gonna be all right. My last hated it for this evening. Y'all been seeing them fake outfits that they've been selling on the boutiques and stuff on Facebook and Instagram? Let's talk about it. I got real questions. Wait a minute. Malika said, I learned all my information on my own. Yes. Aisha said, seek and ye shall find. Let me see. Hold on. I love to help people to find their identity, not someone else's. Nikki, you are so right. Mr. Fluent said, in this world today, I've seen some dry ass hair, but thank you for keeping it up through this virus stuff. Mr. Fluent, what? Y'all, he tripping down there in the comments. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Gary, yes, they do have the fake outfits. I know you've been seeing them. First off, let's be honest. If you see a Nike outfit that's got booty shorts and stuff like that, and you can't find it on eBay or East Boy or whatever, y'all know the East Bay or the Nike store, it probably ain't real. It probably is not real. I be saying that, and I'm like, I don't understand. Mickey T said, hey, beautiful, you are so right. People do not want to willingly. It's like pulling teeth. I'm a comedian, however. I am willing to share whatever info and help in whatever way I can. Mickey, that's the way that this got to go. Thank you first so much for tuning in. Like, really, really appreciate it. Lauren says she's been burned by a mentor. I see y'all want to talk about this second topic a little bit longer. So I'm gonna get these comments out for y'all. Gary, is that you with all of these all of these laughing emojis? Lawrence has been burned by a mentor. Okay. That's very heavy to unpack. It really is, because I think in business, everybody that got burned at least once. I don't know. You got to drop a thumbs up if that's really what it is. Gary, yes, Nike boy shorts. Y'all switching around, and this is hilarious. Yes, Gary, they be buying the outfits from Nikes. I'm like, Nike don't make booty shorts like that. Nike shirts don't look like that. Y'all got to stop buying this fake stuff. Like, I mean, you could probably get away with like a little knockoff bag or whatever the case is if you so choose. I don't care. I'll rock a bag from City Trends. I'm like, hey, if it's cute and it can hold my items, that's what we doing, period. That's just where I'm at as far as things is concerned. And Gary, he is cutting up in these comments. I need y'all to know. But, this is the thing. Even with everything, even if you want to wear a fake outfit, do you. Like, my whole thing is, I'm not judging, but when I see them cross my timeline, I'm just like, What are we doing here? What is really going on? I don't understand. I'm dead, not city trend. Gary, don't play. Don't try to play me. Don't try to play me. Yes, that's exactly what it is. I said what I said. Let's go ahead and get into the first. What would you do? I just want to know, do I have everybody's undivided attention? Because this first one, I have to know what y'all think. Both of these, what would you do tonight, are going to be surrounded around household living situations. So I want you to just go ahead and tune in and give me your feedback, okay? All right. Okay. My husband's best friend tested positive for coronavirus, and he asked me to let the friend's wife and 8-month-old son stay with us until he's recovered. I've met this lady a couple times, and she's nice, but it's not like we're friends or anything. I'm not a very social person, and I don't want anybody in my home for a long period of time. But I also don't want to feel like a bee, and it seems like I don't care. My husband works from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. daily, so that means I'll be with the majority of the day, and I don't want to be fake. What would you do? So, the husband's best friends, he tested positive for coronavirus, and he needs for his wife and son to stay with the best friend and his wife until he gets better. What do y'all think? I mean, I have my opinions about it, but first, as you all know, I like to hear yours. So give it to me straight. What are we thinking? For those that are just tuning in, because I see we had a couple people just jump on. Basically, a wife and son need to go and stay with the best friend and his wife because the guy has coronavirus. Y'all letting them stay or no? While y'all comment, I'll go into it. You know, as long as I don't have a problem with the person, I may let them stay. Everybody can't come stay in your house, though. You can't be letting all them spirits in your house sometimes. I'm sorry. It's some people that I'm just like this. I would never invite you to my home. No shade, no foul. Let's see. Jasmine said, I don't think I would do it because if they were there with him, they may have gotten exposed. I don't want it in my crib. Okay, that's a good point. My cousin Cassandra. Hey, Cassandra. That's my real family right there. She said, they can't come stay with us. I'm sorry. She may have it too. I will help find other resources for her to reside. Family, other friends, extended stay. Now, you know what? Cassandra, that is another option too. I was going to say that. Maybe like a hotel, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, or an extended Airbnb or something. Because I didn't even think about it. Even though he has it, they absolutely could have been exposed. Like, you know, I mean, I guess with this situation, it may be maybe they have not. They have not been exposed to it, and maybe that's why they are asking, hey, can they go ahead and stay so we don't have to worry about this? I would definitely try to probably hook them up with something else, and I'm coming back to the comments here, so give me just a second, because I want to see what you all are saying as far as that's concerned. Let me see. And of course, y'all know, it's like everybody named Mama be on the internet, so I can't see it. Let's see. I'm coming down to the comments, so give me 1 second. I'm going down. Okay, Whitney said, I don't know about that. How big is the home? Right, that's also another factor. Because if everybody going to be all on top of each other, back, I need you to give me 6 feet, okay? Mercedes said, totally agree. Selena said, it's going to be a no for me. It's going to be a no for me, dog. Drew Michael said, what you drinking, friend? This is a rosé wine that I'm drinking. Everyone else should have their cup too. That's the standard for Thursdays. Get a cup in your hand. Cousin, I love you too. Thank you so much for tuning in and chiming and giving your opinion. You know, I love you so much. And make sure that you drop the link to Just for Kids so that they know where the kids need to go once we open back up, okay? Lauren said, how much contact does she have with them? Kim said, hotels ain't open. Y'all, you gonna send her to the hotel right away, Kim? That ain't right. That is hilarious. Well, this is the thing. She already said that she wasn't a social person. I just don't think that it's going to be a good fit. So let's say even if the child, if the mom and the child were not exposed, I probably still wouldn't. I probably wouldn't dab into it, honestly. I would just have to find them some other arrangements. I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody with an Airbnb, they would be dying to take them in. They like, hey, I'll do it. I'll go ahead and do it. Let me see. We're going to get y'all a little bit of music. I know y'all was feeling that thankful for today, so I want to do that. Because some people, they sick and they can't go to their house because somebody got the coronavirus or they sick. Or they had the essential worker and they can't take that back to their family. So we're going to be thankful for today.
Got the kids close and they warm too. I am present. It's such a blessing.
Mercedes, cheers. Thank you for tuning in. This is my song, y'all. I get accepted. I'm so grateful for today. My husband watching, hey boo, where you at? Shay is on here. Shout out to my friend Shay. Y'all make sure y'all drop y'all business links. Okay, if you have not already. Let's make sure that we go ahead and get that going. Y'all got this up to 27 shares. Thank you so much. We got Chuck that just joined. Tev White. Tev, drop your information. Chuck, thank you so much for your service. Fanny from Create Your World is on the live now. Make sure you drop those businesses. Chuck, if you got any news for us, give these people a message. Tell them to stay their ass at home now. Yeah, I said it. I said the A word. Stay at home. This is definitely our song. Absolutely. It just makes me want to dance. No problem. No problem. No problem, Chuck. Thank you for everything. It's been very exciting to watch your journey and now to see you, in the community. So thank you for everything. I'm so grateful for today. Yes, please stay in the house. This is coming from an officer of the law. He said to stay at home. Move that leg, girl. Move it. This song just give me good vibes. Like every time I hear it, y'all. When we come back, I'm definitely going to read some more of you all's comments because I think that a lot of this is really good. Michaela, I hope I said that right. This is Not Them, Thankful for Today. So make sure that you all go ahead and download that. It's on all of the media platforms for the music. Yes, Aisha said stay home. Chuck said thank you, Mish. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you too. Oh my goodness. Like, it's amazing when you grow up with people and, you get to see them in all of their full glory of what it is that they're doing. I think we turned into some fine individuals. So, did those paintings on you? I did those paintings on the wall. Well, they were traced out for me, so I was very, very blessed on that behalf, but I did paint them. So, they represent me. I'm like, big hair, don't care. Victor, thank you for joining the live, everyone that's on. So we left off on our first What Would You Do for tonight. Just to give everyone a run through if you're just joining. First off, drop those links to the business. I'm seeing all my business people, but I'm not seeing enough links. I don't know what's going on. So let's go ahead and even that out. This situation is the husband's best friend has coronavirus and he's asking for his wife and his 8-month-old son to go with the best friend and his wife in their home. And everyone has pretty much been they're kind of saying like, hey, you know what? Maybe we're not going to do that. So I'm going to read a few of the comments. The biggest thing is staying in your own house. Okay. Chuck said your life is more important than kicking it. Absolutely. And you know what? You have to be mindful and be open with the fact that your family, like even if it's not you, because you could be a carrier of it and not do anything and then go give it to somebody who, you know, is sick or they've already got their own set of challenges. So we have to be mindful as far as that's concerned. So outside of kicking it, just even on a day-to-day, just living and doing the basic stuff, you can't just be out here like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go over here and then I'm gonna go stay at this person's house. Like, you know, they not even doing things. You can't even go see your little boo things and stuff because everybody need to be at the house. Yeah, I said it. Let's see. Thought we was gonna be free this weekend. I was pulling up with this song blasting. You're crazy, Whitney. I'm done. Cassandra, my cousin, she said, my message was cut. I'm just concerned it's on their clothes. It takes days to show up. I can't trust it around my home, but I would contribute to putting them up somewhere. Yes, I agree. I would be totally with, hey, you know what? Say if they can, you know, afford this amount of you know, like a hotel or Airbnb or something like that. I'm like, hey, you know, if I got it, we can go half. We can do whatever we need to do. But I just don't know if I'm going to be able to let you per se into my home. Let's see. I'm going down. I'm just trying to get all of the stuff. Yes. And thank you for everybody that's just like, you know, dropping love and all that other stuff in the comments. I really, really appreciate you all. Just, you know, for tuning in and rocking with me. You know, we at the house, so we might as well have some good conversation, some engaging conversation, and really move forward as far as that's concerned. I think that we really kind of wrapped up with this. As far as my final, what would I say that as far as this is concerned, I would have to say that they would only be able to stay with me as an absolute last resort. And it's like, hey, you got to buy some new clothes. You can't bring none of your stuff over here, you know, except for like little baby stuff or whatever the case is. And everything got to be sprayed down and sanitized. That would be an absolute last resort, but I am all for the option of getting them some type of shelter, whether if it's in an apartment, you know, not an apartment, but like an Airbnb, a hotel, like my cousin said, an extended stay or something like that. Those are things that I'm comfortable with, where I feel like, okay, you know what, I can still help. I can be of service to this family. And because this, at the end of the day, this is your husband's best friend, you know, so you don't want to seem like that you're turning your back on him or and his family during an extreme time of need, but you do have to look out for the needs of your own family. So that would be my what would you do as far as from my perspective. Now this second one, remember I told y'all the what would you do tonight, we're going to be strictly revolving around the home, living in a household. So this is the second one. My girlfriend of 6 months has been out of work for the past 2 weeks, and she just got word that she will be laid off permanently. She asked me could she move in with me. I told her that I'm not ready to share my home with anyone. She offered to pay half the bills, and I declined. She then proceeded to ask me could I pay her rent for her next month. I told her that I'm uncomfortable doing things that a husband should do for my girlfriend, but I told her that she could borrow $300. Okay. She says that I'm wrong for not helping her out during her time of need, but that isn't the case in my perspective. She says that she isn't sure that she will continue dating me. What would you do? First off, I want y'all to like really, really marinate on that. He really like, so that's supposed to be her man, and she can't come stay with him, and she just lost her job. Okay, I got a lot of things that I need to say as far as that is concerned. But we're going to get into this. Shout out to My Exes by Corey Ether. Because this is what would you do that just made me mad. I know he did not. I don't know if y'all heard it. Let me give y'all a quick little rundown. She lost her job. And she trying to get, she's trying to find a place to stay or get her rent paid. I don't know. I probably wouldn't be dating him no more. What y'all say? I'm playing a song right now, Whitney, because I figured y'all was going to need a little time. Mama D is in the building. This man on here sing bitter. He said 6 months, Cassandra. They've been together for six months. I mean, my whole thing is, if you can't help me when I'm in my time of need, what do I need with you? I mean, do we really need to be together? Or can we just not be together? Because I ain't got time for that. I cannot wait to read y'all comments when we come back. Y'all keep them coming. Gary, I don't think that he lived at home with his mom. Y'all just hold on. Y'all hold on. We gonna get this together. Because this particular thing is from the guy, but I just feel like I want to talk to the girl. Like, girl, don't deal with this trash. Yes, I said trash. Whoever put the angry faces. Because that's bogus. They mad on this song, y'all. Y'all snapping off in these comments. I cannot. Aisha, you play too much. I don't think he lived with his mama, and I'm not going for that answer at all. If you all are feeling this song, this is Corey Ether. Okay, shout out to my exes. This is available on all the music platforms, so you all make sure that y'all put this on y'all playlist, okay? Because we gotta have our local artists, rappers, singers, all of that. We gotta rep them the hardest, okay? Because this is where they from. So. And see, this is what would you do? It really breaks down to a few different things. Because I'm going to be mad at sis if she still be dealing with him after this. Lauren, thank you. I'm glad you liked the picture. My favorite one is this one over here. The one with the burgundy type of background. Y'all make sure, so we almost to that halfway point, so get you a refill if that's what you need to do. You see what I got in mind. I'm not playing. Okay, so this what would you do was a little bit heavy, and I want to unpack this because it breaks down. It's a few different things that's going on here. The girlfriend, they've been together for about 6 months. She lost her job permanently due to the COVID crisis, which, you know, this is not a storyline or something that that we're unfamiliar with. A lot of people have suffered some great losses during this time, including their employment. So she asked him, could she move in with him until, I guess, you know, everything subsides. And she offered to pay half on the bills, but he actually declined that. He then told her that he didn't feel comfortable with doing things that a husband should do and that he would loan her $300 total. Now, I'm going to read a few of these comments before I get into mine because, you know, I like to let y'all go first. Cassandra said that's rough. How long had they been together? So, yes, 6 months. That's her boo, her boyfriend. Not good. Aisha said he said that he's not comfortable with taking care of her and they have sex. WTF. Right. It's like if she's good enough to lay with you and she's been in your life for 6 months, you can't give her a place to stay until everything is together and she can, you know, go back to her own residence. Gary said that he probably still lives at home with the mom. It seemed like that he definitely lives alone because he said that he's not ready to share his home with anyone. So that's what I gather from that. Oh no. Mama D said nope. Aisha said that baby, he's cut off. Yeah, I'm like, hey, get rid of this dude, because it's like if you cannot love me or, you know, at least care for me and help me in my time of need, What are we really doing here? You know, why do I want to call you my man? And when it's time for you to step up and be the man for me, you can't do it. Because guess what? If that situation, and y'all go ahead, you tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that I am. If that situation was in reverse, okay? If it was in reverse and the guy was the one that, hey, babe, I done lost my job. I'm in a messed up spot. I can't do it. Y'all can't tell me that she would not allow him to stay there and take the going half on the options. Most of us are like that. Women, we're nurturers, so we're a little bit different. But he is so headstrong about the fact that he does not want her to stay there. It does not feel good to me. Let me see. I'm going, let me go ahead. I'm going back up. I'm trying to read some of these comments. Aisha said that she should take the 300 and throw the whole away. Throw them away. Throw him away. I think that, you know, I mean, maybe not throw him away, but, you know, he definitely wouldn't be somebody that I would be dating seriously. I don't know if I would be able to date him exclusively, because you will never forget. First off, none of us have been through a pandemic of this magnitude. At least none of the people that I think are listeners of my show. That we haven't experienced something on this magnitude during our lifetime. So that's some stuff that even if they were to continue to date, how can you be with somebody that, you know, this is what they did to you? They left you totally in your time of need, kind of, excuse my language, ass out. Like, who? Don't get me started. Okay. Aisha also said, know your worth, ladies. Mama D said, I can do bad by myself and great without a slug. Right. Because it's just like, you know, he will definitely, like, he the type that he just like, he don't want to do husband stuff, but he probably expect a home cooked meal and expect to be treated good or whatever the case is. But that would be her acting like a wife. So I don't know. Let's really get into it. Whitney said, what is the $300 going to do? $300 might hold her off from getting evicted right away. Well, even though we know they're not doing evictions and stuff, but that $300 is not going to help, especially if you're loaning it to her and it's known that she lost her job permanently. That don't mean that she can't get another job. It just means that she's in a tough spot right at this moment. Dude didn't mean her any good from the start. I believe that. I don't think that he did. I mean, how can you say that you rocking with me, or that we are even so much as in a relationship, and then at the very moment when I'm like, you know what, I really need your help, all of a sudden you're nowhere to be found. Let's see. Jasmine said, boy, bye. Exactly. Lauren said that he's hiding something. Leave him be. Now, this is the thing. He may not be hiding something. He may just be one of those people. Let's be honest. Everybody know a guy or a girl that's they a little bit different, right? You know, they like their alone time. They're totally okay with being a little bit isolated. It doesn't make them bad people. It just means that, you know, they may have a little bit of a harder time opening up their home and their personal space to others. So, you know, because I definitely I know people personally that's like that, where they enjoy their solitude. So I'm not mad at him for feeling that way. But this is the thing. Most of the people that I know that are like that are either very hardcore single, you know, or they make it very known from the jump, don't get too attached to me, we're having a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, they keep it very, very real as far as that's concerned. So I don't think that he's a bad person for not wanting to share his space, but I also don't think that he should, you know, be out there. Like, don't be trying to be exclusive in a relationship with somebody if that's not something that you really, really want. Chuck said that that's an interesting situation, which I agree. Now, Kim, that she's saying to throw him away. Aisha said that, right, that title needs to hold some type of weight. I agree. Don't call yourself, I'm not your woman and you're not my man. If when it comes down to it, you turn your back on me when that's the moment that you should be stepping up as my man. Like, you could really you could keep that. You could keep that as far as that's concerned. I don't have time for it. Chuck said that I do think that there is something going on there. He might be a little player. He might be like, if she move in, I can't have, you know, relations with the other people that I sleep with. Y'all not ready for that topic though. Whitney said, Right, alone, OMG, I missed that. No. Oh, you can have this. Yes, he said that he would let her borrow the $300. So it wasn't, this is not even something where it's like, hey, hey, babe, look, I don't want you to stay with me, but I'll give you $300. Like, it sounds extremely crazy to me. Shout out to everyone that's just joining us on the live. We have Miss Michelle on here. Hey girl, that's my Black Biz Club sister. So hey sis, glad that you joined. Now they're also saying from this perspective that okay, Aisha said you want the wifey duties though. Right. Like if we together, I'm dating you, I'm cooking for you, we are, we're having adult time and doing all of these things to a certain extent, I should be able to count on you, because that's the blessing of being in a relationship, an exclusive relationship where you have it, where you have that dynamic with your partner where, hey, where you struggle, I'm gonna pop in. You can have that type of bond even if it's not a marriage. You can have those type of bonds with your boyfriend or girlfriend. You preset your relationship and how everything goes. So I don't know. Mama D said, let's be real, girlfriend probably was a booty call. But you know what, Mama, I feel that way too. But this the thing. Why would he be writing? He has to feel some type of way or feel like maybe he did something wrong to the girl if he is asking like, okay, like, what should I do in this particular scenario? Let me know what's up ahead of time so I know what to expect. Right, Jasmine. So it's like, again, it goes back to, unfortunately, with certain titles, there comes a certain level of expectations. So I can be very honest as far as like a situation that happened for me. When I moved out of my parents' home, I moved in with one of my, a roommate. I had a roommate. It was a friend that I was friends with for a long time. And, at some point she's just like, hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go over here and go my separate ways. Well, I was left with the whole 2-bedroom apartment. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't living with Anthony, living with my hubby at the time. So, it came down to, I'm like, babe, like I'm either going to have to take a voluntary eviction and move home, or I don't know, I'm going to have to find another roommate or do whatever, without me even really having to nudge or like pull teeth to do anything. He was immediately like, well, I will supplement whatever it was that she was doing. And I mean, mind you, we were younger then. I mean, we talking about, this is my early 20s. It's not like we had a whole bunch of money or whatever the case is, but he knew my goals being in a relationship with me, that I wanted to be a homeowner by the time that I turned 30. Like I had real goals, and that having a voluntary eviction on my name was going to be detrimental to all of the goals that I wanted to reach. So I didn't even have to like pick and pry and be like, oh, can you do this? Can you step in for me? He was immediately ready to step up to the plate. So you can't call yourself this woman's man. And then when she is in a messed up predicament, you immediately turn her back on your back, and then say, basically, you become another bill collector because you're trying to loan her $300 that she's not going to be able to pay you back. I can see this just being on people's court, honey. This is foolishness. Let me finish reading some of these comments from you all, because I think that this was really, really good. Chuck said that it's probably because that person might not be there mentally, feelings-wise just yet, even if it is 6 months. I agree. Whitney said, have a good rest of the show, ladies. Got to handle some business. Okay, bye, Whitney. See you later, girl. Have a good day. Chuck said, however, 6 months is a long time trying to figure what you're going to do. Okay, I agree. I agree with that. Hold on, wait a minute. Child's Up, they hopped on here and they selling face masks. Let me find out. Are these the official N95 masks? I have questions. I have questions. Thank you to everyone that is still on the live with us. You all just, with this situation, make sure that, if you are dating someone or whatever the case is, that they're going to have your back during the good and the bad times. Because let's just be honest, things happen. One person might be up at a certain point, one person might be down. So make sure that whoever, that you choose to have in your life long term, especially because 6 months, even though that might seem like it's a short time, in the dating world, we all know in today's society, that's a pretty decent amount of time. So, yeah, I don't know. This one didn't really feel too good. But we're gonna get into this Talk Back by Angeline. Cause this one was wild, y'all. And I'm just going back and reading some of the comments because I may have missed a few, y'all. Y'all been commenting so quickly.
Got the gear in the six. Want me to drive his whip on. Them other girls mad. Never could get the ring, yeah. Ain't giving you love. Just wanna drown me in your hips. Just wanna roll through the six split. Just wanna kiss his lips, cause I love it when you talk back to me. Yeah. Never met it as me. And I love it when you talk back to me. Baby, love it when you talk back to me. Love it when you talk back to me. Back to me.
Thank y'all for sharing the live. Let me see, let me come back. And this song is available on all of the music platforms, so y'all make sure y'all go and download this too.
Yeah, I keep it dripping like a big old rose. I ain't gotta ask him twice. You know I'm sweet, but I got spice, yeah. Jamaican him crazy on my curries. Yeah, but he got the waves to make me moody, yeah. Sipping on my thoughts, yeah. Sipping really gets me lost, yeah. He made sure to hold it down. Baby always holds it down.
I see a lot of links being dropped. I'm liking this. I'm liking y'all dropping these links right now.
Always has me to his own. Got the gear in the six. Want me to drive his whip on. Them other girls mad. Never could get the ring, yeah. Ain't giving you love.
We are officially in our second hour.
Just wanna roll through the six way.
Yes.
Just wanna kiss his lips, cause yeah. I love it when you talk back to me.
Chuck, the name is called, the song is Talk Back, and it's Angeline. Lauren, I agree. You said 6 months is a long time nowadays. At 4 months, it should have been a talk about what was really wanted from each other. I agree.
When I lose my mind, pull off the ice. Why you gotta do it so nice? When I'm wrong, when I'm right. When I lose my mind, pull off the ice. Why you gotta do it so nice?
That was Talk Back with Miss Angeline. I like that song, y'all. I heard it, and I was like, oh, I'm playing this tonight. So you know we got to get into what's happening in the streets, okay? It's been a lot. Even with the COVID-19 crisis that we're in, it's still a lot of things, a lot of positive things going on. So did y'all hear Queen B hopped on the Savage song with Megan Thee Stallion? And she was rapping. And she did a good job. I was very, very pleased with the remix. I actually didn't get a chance to listen to it until today, because I was like, okay, I'm like, now this has been out, let me go ahead and take a quick listen. I like when Beyonce gets on her cocky stuff. I'm just like, yes, girl, give it to the people. And I definitely love some Megan Thee Stallion. I'm really praying that her contract situations and things leveled out, but I am happy for sis, and I was happy that they were able to get together, because I think that's a big thing, them repping for their city. Beyonce don't hop on the songs with everybody. Y'all know y'all Queen B, she don't hop on with everybody. So the fact that she actually did the song with Megan Thee Stallion, I was just like, this is absolutely incredible. Okay, moving on. LeBron James, he has decided to host a virtual graduation ceremony for high school seniors. The special event's going to take place on May 16th, so that's coming up, and it'll stream across multiple networks, including ABC, CBS, Fox, NBC, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, basically every streaming device that you have on your phone currently. It's going to go ahead and do that. So, Lauren, you said that you saw that he was doing the graduation. I think that that's a really positive thing. You know, even though people may feel whatever they feel about LeBron from like the sports world or whatever the case is, he has done, I think, a remarkable job with what he's done in his schools and just doing everything that he really can to uplift the educational system from his perspective within his school, and, you know, really just shine light and do what he needs to do in the community. So definitely, yeah, Chuck said LeBron James is awesome for that. I think that he is too. I was so happy to see it. I'm like, you know, I could not imagine something like this as far as the pandemic happening during my senior year of high school. Like, I mean, go back, whoever is on this live, all of you all, go back to where you were your senior year of high school. Oh, baby, they couldn't tell you nothing. You was on your way off to college or to the army or wherever you was going to. You were living your best life. Even if you stayed home and you was going to community college, you was out of high school. It was a celebration. So those things have kind of been ripped from the students, and I'm just like, man, you know, it's very unfortunate. So for someone to step up, you know, like, you know, for him, and I'm pretty sure he had a lot of time to think about it because they haven't been playing like that, but you know, for him to step up and do something like that, it just really is remarkable, and it shows who he is as a person outside of sports, outside of everything. That's incredible. And yes, Chuck, you said that's 14 years ago. Yeah, we've been out of high school for a while, but I couldn't imagine, you know, us going through our senior year and then not being able to walk across the stage. You know, throw that cap up in the air, you know, be honored for all of the things that you did within your 4 years. You know, I mean, I know our graduation was super turned up. Shout out to Rich Central. Like, I mean, you know, they needed to get a lot of things together within the school administration, but the class of 06, like, it was lit. Like, I mean, I'll never forget graduation day. So a lot of, for seniors all around, not to be able to have those moments, it's very disheartening, you know. Let's see. Lauren said, I was running the streets the summer going into college. Girl, I was running the streets starting that spring, baby. It started. It was already there. So, moving forward. So, have you all heard Apple's going to be releasing new software for Face ID, which will make it easier for your phone to identify you even with your mask on? I don't know about you all, but technology is going a little bit too far as I'm concerned. I'm feeling some type of way. I'm like, wait a minute. How you gonna be able to know that it's me? Apparently they gonna do it. I don't know. I think they reading our eyes or they doing something. That was I mean, I saw it, you know, Apple is always, you know, all of the phone companies and everything, they always stay 2 steps ahead of the game. So I can really appreciate that. Wait, and I just want to read a couple more of the comments before we do go into that, because I want to know how y'all feel about this. Let's see. That was one of the best times of my life. Y'all was talking about high school. It was absolutely great. Jasmine said, my baby graduating kindergarten. I'm still getting her a cap and gown for pictures. Absolutely. If you need photographers, Jasmine, girl, I know a ton of them. They're absolutely amazing. Okay, Kim said, I was Finn's Dolph Central, but South and Central joining. So, girl, what does that mean? Bye. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know. You better not. You said you finna diss Central. You ain't never finna diss Central. Girl, bye. Bye. Yes, Lauren, I got my 06 people on here with me. And Mama D said that she agrees. Yes. Yes, 06, stand up. Lauren, yeah, they do want to microchip people. They want to do a lot of things. I just feel like that a lot of this stuff is always like an invasion of our privacy. And, you know, my husband always laughs at me because he's just like, you so old school, you so this. And I'm like, look, I'm not letting nobody do no crazy type of stuff as far as I'm concerned. Like, you know, my whole thing is, it's nothing for me to pull down my mask and get into my phone. Now, I am team Android, but, you know, whatever. Like, we not even gonna get into that because I do have other Apple products, okay? But I don't need it to be able to identify my face without a mask. That's just how I feel. Let's get into this Bang by IDG. Oh, I'm sorry. We're gonna do Find a Way by Boy Floyd. Because my finger hit the wrong thing. you can't be trying to diss Rich Central and we was all a part of the Rich Township. Come on now. Come on now. That's like the governor dissing Mayor Lightfoot. Everybody working together.
They say we never make it, but I found a way. No new niggas in my circle trying to ride away. Every second
This is Boy Floyd, Find a Way, if you're looking for it on all music platforms.
Future looking bright, I'm in the sky gray. Coming in the road, yeah, we gon' shine today.
While I have you all here, if y'all notice my lips is always popping. It's Pouty Thursday, so this is my Pouty Girl lip gloss. This shade is Stardust. I'm gonna put this up to the camera so you all can see it. Get your lips popping. You can use my promo code MechiPouty2. That's METCHI Pouty POUTY 2. You get 15% off of your purchase, okay? And she's got a sale going on right now. Because when it's time to go back outside, you can't be going out with the dry lips. Because I'm going to be like this. Sis, brother, ma'am, sir, do you need some Pouty Girl? Pouty Thursday. Thank you to everyone that just joined. If you have a business, please go ahead and drop that in the comments. If you want to promote for someone else that you know has a business, please go ahead and drop that information. Definitely want to connect with them. And thank you for everyone that dropped their link so far. I'm definitely trying to do something special after each show to shout you all out and just to say thank you so much for tuning in, because there's a million different broadcasts and people that are online, but you all come and chime in with me each week, so I appreciate it dearly. And I'm going down, I'm looking at comments. Kim, I know you didn't go back and correct that comment. You play too much. I'm gonna delete the other one. Oh, now I get it now. Because you see, I was reading that, Kim, and I was just like, what is she talking about? Every second count, I got no time to waste. Hustle till I'm dead, but I ain't. That was Find a Way by Boy Floyd. So you all make sure that that you all go and download that. Now, these next few stories were it's a little bit funny. Just a little bit. Okay. Well, no, not this one. This next one is pretty serious, but the one after that, I think you all are going to find some enjoyment and some laughter with that. So this is the one that's not funny. Let me preface that because I went to the wrong thing. Around 100 deceased bodies from Brooklyn Funeral Home were found in unrefrigerated U-Haul trucks. Check this out, y'all. Lauren, I love you too, girl. Thank you for listening. CBS News reports that New York City authorities were shocked upon discovering that almost 100 dead bodies had been placed in several unrefrigerated U-Haul trucks by a local Brooklyn funeral home. Andrew T. Cleckley Funeral Services explained that the reason the deceased bodies were placed inside the U-Haul is because the freezer the company normally uses to store bodies recently stopped working. Y'all, they had 100-something bodies in U-Haul trucks. Y'all ever rented a U-Haul truck before? Can you imagine bodies being in there? Let's have a real conversation about it. Okay, the bodies were discovered by New York City authorities after local neighbors began complaining of an overwhelming odor. An eyewitness at the scene stated that they saw the bodies in the U-Haul van and that 2 vans and a truck had been parked outside the funeral home. Currently, no criminal charges were brought against Andrew or the funeral home, but the company was cited for failing to control the odors. Fortunately, a larger refrigerated truck was able to be obtained later in the day, according to local officials. Y'all, they had, I have, lost family members and things of that sort. And I would be absolutely mortified if I rolled up and not only are these bodies in a U-Haul, but now they're releasing an odor because these people are not alive anymore. And you know what happens? Bodies get to decomposing. So I don't know. I mean, they didn't shut them down and they haven't brought charges against them or whatever the case is. But I mean, they made a heck of a bad name for themselves. Lauren said that that's horrible. It absolutely is, girl. I cannot even, my whole thing is that they were able to get a refrigerated truck immediately afterwards. Then why was that not something that was able to be done beforehand? Why was it the first thing? And naturally businesses try to save money and stuff like that. But when you gotta look at in business what it is that you're working with. Wendy said, wow, and how long were they sitting? Well, since they were sitting long enough for it to create a odor that the community could smell, it wasn't even just like a thing where you could smell it if you just walk by. They said that people in the neighborhood could smell it. Lauren said that that's disrespectful. I agree. It's just like this. Treat them with some dignity. Just because they're not here, it doesn't mean that you don't treat them. Just have some type of integrity when you're dealing with, these are people's family members. This is somebody's mother, or father, or daughter, or son, or, cousin, auntie, whomever. You don't just leave them out there in the streets like that. Like, they should have done the right thing by making sure that, they had a refrigerator intact until they were able to fix the ones that were located on site. Mama D said, I have no words. I don't either. I could not believe it. Like, when I read it, I said, this is not good. Gary P said, exactly. Chuck, wow, I can't believe this. I can't believe it either. I can honestly say in a lot of things, I haven't heard anything like this before. I don't know how funeral homes, unless you're in mortuary sciences, you don't really know what's going on. You have to just kind of trust the people. But I don't know. I wouldn't let them handle nobody that I know. I wouldn't even let them handle it, Kim said, I would have gone off. Imagine if our families were in there. Legal action should be taken. I agree. As soon as that headline would have hit the news, baby, I would have been on the phone. A lawyer, sir, ma'am, sister, brother, sir, can you please help me out? Because they got my family members out here. I'm gonna leave it. Jasmine said, there's an ethical and moral code to be followed. That's terrible. It really is, Jasmine. I was, this one just really touched home because it's like, like my grandmother passed last year. My mom has been gone for, quite some time. It's been a little while. And I just don't know. I would have just been outdone. I wouldn't have even known what to do with myself if this was something that was a circumstance for one of my family members. Talk about going off. And, just going completely off. I would be ready to bankrupt them because it's just like, you're not going to have them out here, and now it's starting to get warm outside in certain regions. So, you could just imagine that's not a good smell. And then what are they doing to remedy that once it's time to actually bring them back into the funeral home and then be ready to be presented to the family and to the public, even if it is only 5 people that can attend the funeral? That was just real whack to me. Lauren said that I would look into this to see if I could sue. I think that those families, over all 100 of them, the people that were there, all of their families need to bind together and do what they need to do because those practices are despicable. And, my thoughts are just out to everyone that's involved with that, including the owner of the funeral home, because maybe he didn't think, just like how we were talking about the guy with the house party. Maybe he really didn't think that it was going to be a big deal, but it turned out to be a very, very big deal. Jasmine said that somebody would have had to square up. Absolutely. Put them up. We got to be out here like street fighters because what you're not going to do is have my family members out here stanking in the streets. And I've entrusted you to make sure that you can take care of them as they moved on to the afterlife. It's absolutely unacceptable. Wendy said they need to be shut down. They were doing this all along. This time they just let the body sit too long. When I read it, I said, this seems like something that was a little bit habitual. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't really say, but it didn't feel right as I read it. Chuck said litigation can be sought for this matter. I absolutely agree. I'm hoping that the next update that I can bring you all next week is that those families got together and they got that Andrew funeral home because, baby, they play too much. Moving along, this is our last thing that's going on in the streets. Y'all, this one was a little bit hilarious to me. Listen up. University of Miami professor, it was reportedly fired after students spotted a porn bookmark on his computer during a Zoom lecture. Okay. Professor John Zhang was sharing his computer screen with his business class over Zoom during a lecture when the students in his class spotted a bookmark on his browser titled "Busty College Girl," according to the insiders. One of the first students who spotted the bookmark called it out over the live microphone, and the rest of the class took notice and began taking screenshots and sharing it on social media. That entire ordeal was played out on one of the students' TikToks, and it has gone viral. I actually did see the video, and I just felt like, for one, mind your business, okay? What that man chooses to do in his off time is his business. He liked to do, he liked to watch busty college girls. No, actually, it was inappropriate. For one, you don't mix business with pleasure. So even if he was watching college girls on his thing or whatever the case is, he definitely should have probably done that through like a private browser and not tabbed it. Because you know how like when you go on your internet or whatever the case is, whether if you got Chrome or Internet Explorer, you can keep certain tabs up there so that you can easily access them. Yeah, this was his first tab, y'all. Like, it was, the tabs usually start from left to right. That was his first tab, was the busty college girl porn video. And he definitely should have kept that off of there because that's a little bit too much. I see Kim is laughing hysterically in the comments. And right, yes, Lauren, she said, "Dang, homie." Yes, ma'am. It was all bad. It was all bad. I mean, he looked a little embarrassed because they actually showed the professor, and I was like, this is horrible. I would be so salty if that was me right now. I would be so salty. So yeah, you all make sure that if you all are on Zoom and everything, I mean, if you watching porn, don't share your screen. Just don't share it. Keep it all to yourself, because I just think that it's absolutely ridiculous. And, I don't know if he should he be fired for it? Do y'all think that he should get fired? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Do y'all think that he should be fired from his job? He just used it. Kim, no, don't say that. I don't think he watched it before that. I don't think that. Let's get into this Nate Grams keep pushing, and I'm going to continue to read y'all comments. I don't think he should be fired. But I would just be like, sir, we're going to have to search your computer and see how dirty is this computer really.
Bullets keep killing bullets, no praying for a change. The sun don't shine in my city, all they do is rain. Niggas beefing up with bloods that they don't own.
I agree, Mama. She said no, I don't think he should be fired either. He did that on his personal time. And it's not like it got played on the actual Zoom that he was doing with everybody. So I don't think that he should be fired at this time. Thank you for everyone that's been watching the entire time. Y'all know I love y'all. I got mad love for y'all for tuning in. Thank you for everyone that's dropping their links. I see we are the Primacy Firm. Okay, thank you so much for dropping your information. Appreciate that. I don't think he should be fired either, y'all. I thought that was a little bit. I thought that was a little aggressive. Personally. This is Nate Grams Pushing, in case you all like this song. You can also find that on all of the music platforms. Now tonight I'm gonna be shutting down just a little bit early because I gotta get ready to pony up and get over to the Black Quarantine Report with my sis Kim Brio. So that's gonna be coming up right after that, and then after her show, we gotta go head over to Gary P because he's DJing tonight, y'all, and it's lit. This is the Takeover Thursdays. This is brought to you by the Chicago Media Conglomerate. Please make sure that you're following us on there. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link to that right now. And I'm hoping that that you all can go and extend that like and support us. You know, we're all coming together. We just want to bring you all good content. All right, again, that was Nate Graham's. That was Keep Pushing, okay? So I'm going down. So the question that I posed before we went to that music break was, should the professor who had the tab on his web browser for the busty college girl, should he be fired since it was discovered on the Zoom screen that he was sharing with his students? I don't think that he should be fired. I think that he can maybe be on some type of like leave or something like that. Like he needs to be, I guess, disciplined in some way for not being careful. Mama D said he got to be more careful. I agree. And then Kim replied, she said, don't be sorry, be careful. Y'all know that line. Lauren said, as long as he isn't making passes at any of the students, he should be able to keep his job. I agree. This is the thing. It's a little bit weird because the tab was titled Busty College Girl and he teaches at a college. So this is the thing. I'm going to be honest with you. You know, another thing that I thought of, what if that video, right? Check this out. What if that video that he had saved was maybe something that was sent by somebody else about one of his students? And like maybe he had it there. Like we don't know the extent of what it was. Honestly, that's me and my like How to Get Away with Murder mind. That's going that honestly that makes no sense. But I just I don't think he should be fired. I think that that's a little bit aggressive. There's people out here. There's teachers that are sleeping with students in high school, and you know they don't really get any discipline as far as that's concerned. So I think everybody just needs to back off. Talina also agreed that he just needs to be more careful. I agree too. So you know we'll just have to leave that where it is. You know, hope you all enjoy what's happening in the streets. That's what's going on, y'all. Just y'all be easy out here. The topic for tonight, you know, I told you all I try to keep my ear to the streets to figure out, you know, what are some of the trending topics that are going on. So I want to know from you all, and just you could drop it real quick. You could just say chilling or working. Drop in the comments for me, are you chilling or are you working during the pandemic? And why, if you feel that you want to share. I'm going to definitely share mine. So what I'll do right now is, I'm going to get into a little bit of this Katie Vance, Make Me Rich. And I just want you to tell me, are you chilling during the pandemic or are you working?
Tell her make them bands and bring me some. I need all my money every month.
Now make me rich.
You won't run it like you owe me some. Now make me rich. Make me rich.
I got a few people on, just let me know. Y'all chilling? Y'all working? We being productive? Or we relaxing?
Show me some. Bands on there that make me more than one. That make me rich.
Bottles, got bitches on bitches, they kissing each other in French. I got the brothers, the new Maserati, said fucking and man, they come on the bench. I don't go one-on-one, I got like too many girls, I go crazy, got bitches I throw it. Throw the money, blue hunters, got blue cheese and bitches, I look at my wig and you know it. Get it back quick and I spin it. Throw it up and she up on the post spin it. You got no woman, I'm stepping up in it. Boxing up on this shit, got nigga in it. No, on my own with my business. You know that I know when she bring me the business. Hey, on the knees like religion. Got nightlife, you can get the ball me for night right. Put the cameras on black light, back on, bet your head right. Got all these girls in the back.
Thank you, Kim, for answering. I'm gonna get some more answers from these people. Y'all working or y'all chilling? What we doing here? I'm working. I'm working. Y'all see me, I'm here.
Shake your ass and show me some. Bands on there that make me more than one.
Hey,
That make me rich.
Almost spin that cat. I'm just taking home, let's keep your tip. By the way,
left.
I'm the shit. Katie got bitch in the building, y'all know I'm gon' kill it. Throwing them dollars, she shake with them dollars, she got on the ceiling, it's up with them riches. I don't even strip, but she'll be up on tripping. Walk in that club and my diamonds on me. Order some bottles, gotta get her dirty. She turn off a bitch, so let's see up the front. Breaking them bitch like I practice karate.
Kim, thank you for sharing up the live, sis. I appreciate you always. So y'all let me know, y'all working and y'all chilling during the pandemic. What's good?
Now make me rich.
Make me rich.
I need not 2 strippers, more than one. Won't you shake your ass and show me?
I'm gonna go ahead and drop my stuff in the comments too.
There's something that make me more than one. That make me rich. Make me rich.
Shake your ass till tomorrow. I need one of big titties like the cars. They all wanna touch all on your body, different places. I would take you shopping, but you better when you naked. All this money, what I'm into, I just pray it never end up. You can smell it outside, back is rolling up the endo.
This is my song right now.
Gucci on my payroll, blue faces are even better.
Now make me rich. Make me rich.
I had to just get a little bit of a throwback real quick. So I wanted to know from you guys, are y'all working or are y'all chilling? Kim said that she's working right now because she, is leveling the playing field. It's a level playing field right now, and I agree. M. Brown just joined. Y'all, he is one of the hottest comedians. He's funny as hell. So make sure that you all go and follow him. M, drop your information. How can they find you? How can they support what you got going on? Thank you, Kim. Kim always drops the stuff, and she's just absolutely amazing. So you all make sure that you go and follow her. And she just dropped the Black Girl Biz Club information, so do that. She dropping all the links and the branded with Kim. She is helping me with the MzMetchi brand. So, you all shout out to her. Everything that you all see, that hot stuff, that is coming from my sis. Much love. Just to give you all a little bit of an answer as far as I'm concerned, I am working at this point. I've shared with you all since I've been doing my quarantine and chill style versions of the show that I was laid off. I was still working a 9 to 5. I do corporate office management. So I got laid off. They had to get rid of the heavy hitters. I was like, okay, bye. See you guys later. That day, I think that they expected that I was going to be ticked off. Oh, I got, furloughed or whatever. But I was actually okay because I'm like, I spent so much time. And I still work very hard on my business, but majority of my time was put into my 9 to 5. It captured a lot of my thoughts, my time, my attention, my efforts. So, having this time off and being able to be at home, being able to create and really maximizing on some of those goals, it's been the time that I've been yearning for so much within my business. So I'm very thankful to have that right now. And I do agree with Kim as far as that it's a level playing field. All of the people that I would want to get eyes on me, everybody at the house, they chilling. They're doing their thing, and they're staying safe and doing what they need to do. So, I definitely, for me, it's I'm working, but I am still taking that time. I don't get up at a certain time throughout the, in the morning, no more. How I used to get up, I'm 5:40 every day. It's yeah, let's go ahead, let's get up. I'm actually taking that time to, move to the beat of my own drum. So if my body feels like it wants to get up at 6, we getting up at 6. But if my body feels like, let's stay in bed a little bit longer to 9, I'm moving to the beat of my own drum. That's just what it comes down to. So, like I said, I just want to know from you all. It seems like everybody that's on this live right now, that they still working. Because y'all dropping these links, so I know y'all putting in some work as far as everything is concerned. So, talk to me. I'm definitely wanting some feedback from you all. As far as what's going on. In the meantime, though, let's get into a little bit of this Easy Lovin' by Taco. And y'all tell me what y'all doing. Talk to me. Let me know what's up.
She used to always tell me she ain't seen nothing. Take overseas to feel the
Hey, James. Make sure you drop the business link to your company so they can get their transportation on.
easy. Let's take a flight overseas. And I feel like I spend my life searching for the wrong.
watch the ocean flow, so sit back, enjoy the breeze. We just live in lavish like Canada, I got the keys. I just wanna succeed and see that smile up on your face. You can't even see your fingers cause them diamonds in the way. Your friends say that you glowing, get you shining every day. Crazy one of a kind, you that needle in that hate. So believe me when I say you getting cuffed up. I think about it every day, the nigga lucked up. So tell that other nigga deuce cause he done fucked up.
Wendy, you say you making you girl, I tried mine yesterday. I had to put it on my hands after I had got rained on a little bit. Yeah.
They say we always together, you everywhere that I go. On the road to success, it's gonna be some bumps and some potholes. But we gonna make it through, cause you keep me on point like a hollow.
I'm just trying to go through the comments and stuff.
Think about giving my last name. I was a player, a nigga had mad game. But since you been around, I promise all that shit changed. I'm trying to reach another level, I ain't trying to kick game. We in the same lane, ain't no need.
Thank you for dropping that information, James. And make sure that you all are scrolling up and looking at some of the other comments and connecting with the people on there. After the show is done, I'm going to do like my wrap-up post, and I'm going to share all of the businesses that did drop their information on there, or the link, because it's just very, very important for us to all stay connected and support each other. And some small businesses, you may not hear about them, you know, just because you're in a different network, they're in a different network. But my goal every Thursday is to bring everybody together. How can we all connect? How can we all work together and continue to generate that revenue within our community? Now, y'all remember it's Takeover Thursday, so right after this, my sis Cambrio is coming with Black Quarantine Report. And then after that, we have Gary P. He's going to be on the sounds. So I'm just going to finish up reading a couple of these comments before we get into our quote and discuss for tonight. Wendy said, I'm working and chilling, about to make a batch of smooth body butter. Y'all, that is Pouty Girl lip gloss. Okay, y'all know that that's one of the brands that I'm an ambassador for. That body butter is it's the bomb.com. I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and get that. And you know what, Wendy, that's great that you're both working and chilling out, because like that's the approach that I'm taking. I just have to have like an even momentum as far as with both. I need to be able to get my rest so that I can then go and give my all to what it is that I'm doing. So I think that that's a great approach. Jasmine said, I haven't worked a 9 to 5 in 7 years, been on and off with my business for 3, but consistent for 6 months, and I'm not going back. Jasmine, don't go back, girl. You don't have to go back. If you've been able to sustain and you are living a good life and doing all the other stuff, I wish you much continued success. Her business, you know, I'm definitely gonna be making my purchase and stuff. So sis, thank you. Thank you for always sharing your things. And shout out to Darren Brown. He popped in a little bit earlier. He is a part of one of the He created one of the largest networking groups for business owners that we have on Facebook. So definitely very thankful for him. And I'm so glad that Jasmine and I have connected. James checked in and he dropped ANF services. So y'all go to him for the transportation needs. He's thebomb.com. He gonna treat you good. Okay. Make sure that you are pulling up to your stuff in style. Whatever it is that you choose to do, I always have to give you all a message. Whatever it is that you all choose to do, whether if you decide to work and pursue dreams or goals or things that have been on your to-do list, or if you decide to, not do any of that and you just want to binge watch shows and catch up on the things that you want to do. What I think that we all have to realize within this crisis is that everyone is walking into it from a different perspective. They have different factors and things that are on them. From when this whole pandemic started. So like for me, I was always on the go. So I am appreciating this time to really sit back and sit down and like recoup and work on me and work on some of my goals and what it is that I want to do. So, I think that again, it goes back to what I said earlier. Do you don't need to do anything that you don't want to do. No one can force you. No one can do any of that. You have to do what's in your best interest. So if you feel like you want to be under your Snuggie and you want to Netflix and chill until this whole thing is over, as long as you good, you safe, you happy, you healthy, do whatever you need to do. But if you want to be like me and some of the people and my friends, I'm going to open this window because it's hot as hell. But if you want to be, like, to be productive, or you've got some goals and some things in mind, it's okay for you to do that too. You can do whatever it is that you need, because it's healthy for you to do both. It's healthy for you to have that balance between relaxation as well as, also having, like working and being productive. So I think that we can go ahead and wrap up there. This particular quote and discuss, this quote actually comes from Kim, and I'm mentioning her because it was just like, she's been, we definitely work. That's my sis, and she put something on my heart today, and in the spirit of being transparent, we'll talk about it. But she said, the people who love you are going to love you through whatever it takes for you to get right. Okay. I'm going to read that one more time. The people who love you are going to love you through whatever it takes for you to get right. I was having a little bit of a moment, and I think that we all have these, okay? I was having a little bit of a moment earlier, and just something that I was just frustrated about. And, for me, I'm the type of person where it's just like, all I know is keep it moving and keep it pushing and be positive and move forward. This is all that I know, right? So sometimes, with me being that person, and a lot of times people can talk to me and they can confide in me and trust me. I don't really do that outpouring of my feelings and things of that sort, because I'm just so used to always being a person that takes in a lot of stuff. So when I talked to her this morning, it kind of like came out of nowhere, and I was just like, I felt so bad, because I'm just like, I didn't mean to like unlock on, just like unlock on you and release all of these things. But it was very, very helpful. And she said that to me today. And I was just like, my original quote and discuss that I had was something about success. But I was like, this one just smacks so much harder, because it was very, very personal. She's just like, the people that love you are going to love you through whatever it takes for you to get right. So, in that moment when I was going through my thing and going through the motions or whatever the case is, it's like she was there. And you all know me, my mantra is, have a moment, an episode, or a season, but don't stay there. And that has been what has gotten me through so many different things in my life. When my mom passed, that is easily the worst thing that has ever happened to me in my life. And I don't mind being transparent about that, because I've seen people lose their parents and they turn to drugs, they turn to alcohol, they turn to sex, they turn to all these different things. And for me, it was embedded in me to turn to success and turn to things that made me happy and pour into myself and do all of those things when I felt grief, when I felt all of these things. But Kim was so right when she said that the people that love you, they're going to love you through it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, how many people is just like, do you know that like things could get dumped on them and all of these different things, they just take it, but they never have anyone to release to. So when she said that to me, it was very powerful, because I always say you should have a good support group of people around you. I have friends like her. I have my husband, I have my family, like, my dad, I could talk to him about things, and my sister, I have my close people that I can talk to about real things. But when they truly do love you, even if you have a moment and it's ugly and it don't feel good and it's not right, they gonna still love you through it regardless. And those are the people that you need. Keep the people around you that bring the sunshine into your life, and you gotta be the person to do the same for them. You can't just be the one taking all of that stuff, and you never have an outlet. So Kim, I want to thank you for being that outlet for me today. And like I said, it's important to be transparent, because, everyone doesn't post the times when they are actually going through things that are disheartening, things that hurt them or make them angry or make them sad. You don't get a lot of that stuff. Some people give it to you all the time. Let's be honest. We all read social media and that's what it is. But a lot of people don't love you through your trials and tribulations. So I wanted to give you all that word, but I also want to give you an opportunity because I want to play just a little bit more music before we do get ready to get out of here, because we are going to be transitioning to Kim's Black Quarantine Report. But I've got that was just on my spirit to let you all know. I mean, it's very, very serious. Very, very serious, and I'm very happy. But I want to play a little bit of this Shaun White, Easy to Love You. Because even though, like, you don't be in a romantic relationship with people, it's just like, it's everything. And if you got somebody that loves you through it, tag them. Tag them right now. Tag them, because I'm commenting right now on the live from the Blueprint Media Company page, so it's not going to let me do it. But to all my friends, number one, to my husband, to my friends, to my family, all of you all, thank you for loving me through it. That's it, So if you got somebody that's loving you through it, be thankful. Give them their thanks. Give them their flowers while they're here, Life is short. COVID-19 is showing us that tomorrow ain't promised. You thought you had till next Thursday to tell them that you loved them. You thought that you had until Sunday to say, oh yeah, we gonna go sit down and have dinner. You thought you had until next week to FaceTime them. But COVID is showing us that may not be the case. So to my people, I want to say I love y'all, and I think Kim, she said I love you, and it's a reflection of the love and support you give. I appreciate that. I don't try to pump out nothing but good. Sometimes people can't read me all the way. They be like, man, what's up with her? I have feelings. I have things that I have going on too, but you have to know how to handle yourself during these times. So if you have family, a significant other, friends, business associates, all of these people that are going to love you through whatever it's going to take to get you right, you are in a blessed position. You more blessed than somebody out here that don't have nobody. Denise, thank you so much for joining. Jamal, thank you for joining. Everyone that joined the live, please drop your information. My guy Kobe is on here. Kobe, I haven't seen you in years. We were just wrapping up with our quote and discuss, which is the people who love you are going to love you through whatever it takes for you to get right. I want y'all to marinate on that. Now, y'all don't forget, this is Takeover Thursdays. I'm going to say it to you. I want to see those links. And then y'all got to follow me once we leave the Blueprint Radio right over to Black Quarantine Report. Kim Brio is going to be live with her guests, and it's going to be a good time. If you like this song playing in the background, please make sure that you go and follow Shaun White on all of the music platforms. He's absolutely amazing. Jamal, thank you for dropping all of that, all of your information here. So that was Shaun White. I'm not going to continue to keep talking you all's ear off because, like I said, we're going to be leaving a few minutes early so we can get on over to Black Quarantine Report for the Takeover Thursdays. Remember, right after Black Quarantine Report, we got Gary P coming with the sounds. So we'll be dropping that all on the Chicago Media Conglomerate page, which I'm going to drop that in the comments for you all one more time because I would love if you all could just give us a quick follow. We try not to, this page is where we are basically putting all of the broadcasts from the people that are involved within the conglomerate. We're just changing the dynamic and how things are done as far as media-wise within the Chicagoland area. So please make sure that you all can go and follow that page. We only put like our major broadcasts that are on there, so you won't be like zooming through trying to figure out what's going on. I want to thank each and every one of you all for listening in and engaging in the conversation because, I try to make my show as interactive as possible. So the show is only as good as the guests that are on here, and you all have been my guests while we have been quarantined and chilling. So I appreciate you all. Please make sure that you're following the Blueprint Media Company on both Facebook. So it's the Blueprint Media Company, and on Instagram and Twitter at the BP Media Co. Okay. You can also follow me. I'm Demetria MzMetchi Brown, which if you're here, you're already a friend of mine. But if not, and we are not connected, I love to connect with you. I'm on Instagram as well as Twitter as MzMetchi. That's MzMetchi. Your girl MzMetchi is available for booking. So when outside open back up, I'm ready to host your events and do all of these things for you. Speak at your event. I got a word. I got a testimony and the talent. We are going places, okay? So make sure that you keep an eye out on that. To learn a little bit more about me and what I do, visit MzMetchi.com. That's MzMetchi.com. Have to shout out Tax Strategy and the Law Office of C.N. Norris. They are the sponsors of our show. I absolutely love them so much. And, I definitely appreciate each and every one of you all for just being you and doing what it is that you do. So keep on being great, being marvelous. Until next time, I will see you all. We'll be right back next Thursday, 6 to 8 p.m. I'm going to go ahead and close out a few minutes early so that I can get myself together and head on over to the Black Quarantine Report. So you all make sure that you're tuning in with us and doing all of that. And thank you. Thank you so much for everything. And you all continue to have a blessed rest of your week. Stay home and stay healthy. Okay? Talk to you all later. This is the Blueprint Radio, and it's your girl, MzMetchi, and I'm checking out.